Greetings and welcome back to Republican Bayonets on the Rhine. I am your host as always. Now, we were doing the meeting engagement at Valmy. So, not the historical Battle of Valmy, but a meeting engagement variation. So, without further ado, let's see what the French have gotten up to. So, his withdrawal continues. The key here is going to be me forming up. So it looks like he's just continuing his overall withdrawal. So let's speed it up a little bit. And we'll see what we can do. French cavalry continues to be a nuisance. Not necessarily too much of a nuisance, but still a nuisance. Two units undisordered, reinforcements have arrived. Alright, so 2 of 4 units have undisordered. So, we've now got... the fog is starting to lift, so now we should start seeing more of his troops. These boys are going to head that way and look to flank. For the most part, however, I've got to keep pushing forward to prevent him from truly putting up too much of a rearguard action. They will go there and then turn as they look to drive them out. So here we have Kleist. The Kleist regiment will go to there. So Kleist is basically forming squares to prevent that cavalry from doing anything too crazy. And while my hussars could charge, there's no real point for the moment. They will go to there, and then these boys will form there. I will break off Herzberg's brigade. you will continue forward to there. And then I'll break off them to just finish them off. General Borsch, the Borsch Regiment will move forward. And you're not part of that regiment, you're part of that one. Bring up IR-39's guns. You are IR-12. IR-12's regimental guns will go into that square. Gonna keep on trying to reorganize this sordid mess, unfortunately. But for now, I'm still somewhat happy with my position. Borstel's cuirassier with with the Borstel cuirassier moving up and set to form up. The advance guards, artillery and supply wagons will keep advancing. Who just arrived? Army staff. So General Schoenfeld's division has started to arrive. So in this case, we've got General Romberg's brigade with the Brunswick Regiment and the Waldeck Regiment. So IR-41 and IR-21. Not respectively, because the Brunswicks are 21 and the Waldeck are 41. Still, that's the lead elements of the first line arriving, which will allow me to start preparing. If the French take up their positions along here, as historically, how do I want to break them? That's the question, isn't it? How do I break them? I'm probably going to send the first line up this road here, detach it here, and then advance towards the village here, and then form up. I'll have the advance guard formed there, Brunswick in the centre, second line behind, and the Austrians can be somewhere. More or less, that is the idea at least. Plink at them from the squares. The Hohenlohe Regiment. Hohenlohe. And then these boys, I think, are just going to maybe... No. I'm gonna let them escape, at least for the time being. Because of the threat of this French cavalry on my flank, it's not like I can really truly advance. So I'm not going to until more forces arrive. I've beaten back their advance guard. I've taken a beating with the loss of those 12 guns. But all things considered, it could have been a lot worse. So for now, I think that is that. You belong to 32, don't you? So for now, you're just going to go join your quote brigade. And with that, you might as well plink at them. You might as well plink. So next, on to the melee, of which we got you, you, and you. Storming the woods. So again, it's not a lot, but taking those skirmishers out of that woods at long last means they're no longer being a nuisance, which means the rest of the advance guard can start truly deploying. So he can see that cavalry now, but he can't see this lot because they're hidden on the back slope of the hill, or the high ground here, because it's not really a hill. I suppose it is. It's a hill that sort of peaks up here and then continues down towards here, stream bed. That's the big thing with this battlefield. It's lots of rolling hills. Very hilly, very rolling hills. So, who is next to arrive? General Borch with IR3, IR10, and the wagon for that division. Then General Budberg with the Budberg Regiment IR9 and the Schoenfeld IR30 and his wagon. Lotham will arrive after that, which would be the second line. So Klackenruth, Sachen Weimar, Lotham. I, the Duke of Brunswick, will not arrive until 10:40, as I keep saying. So I've got nearly 2 hours before I will arrive on the field. So I'm probably going to form up quite nicely to prepare for my arrival. I need to think of this more along the lines of a 7 Years' War battle, not a Napoleonic battle. Because while we have assault columns at this point, the organisation is much more 7 Years' War than Napoleonic. So I think that is it. While I could assault him, I don't really see the point, because they'll do that. Plink me for one man. So again, I think that is it. So for now, another fairly short episode as always with this scenario. Fog lifting by 9:20, so I think by about 10 the fog should have lifted, but we shall see. But I thank you all once again for watching. If you liked, please consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, or leaving a comment. But until next time, I will say bye-bye for now, and and see you all soon.